Kid Quick. We're doing some test videos here for Kid Quick. Kid Quick, talk to me about those tattoos. Like, break it down to me. I'm your PR person. I need to know what it means. What it mean?
Okay, the tattoo.
Yes, sir.
The reason why I have the crown on.
Zooming in on the crown. Yes, sir.
Right here. This is like my this is my DJ arm. But the crown, back in 1987, I won a DJ contest. I am DJ Kid Quick. And I got the turntables on me here. I got the turntables tatted. Also, my man Nike did all this.
Shout out Mighty Nike.
Yeah, Nike from Shirt Kings.
Wait, what is it? What does it say?
Turntable technician.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Turntable technician. That's me. DJ
So you got the crown, DJ Kid Quick,
got the crown,
turntable technician.
That's right, all the way.
All right, I need to know these things.
Yes,
and
yes.
break down. Okay, I'm listening. Break down the other arm too when you're ready.
Oh, the other arm. My other arm here is these are the Lord's hands, the praying hands. Rest in peace to the fallen soldiers. These are my brothers. My oldest brother, Cleveland Feli Battle. My younger brother, Curtis Static Battle.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm the last one left. I'm here to hold it down.
Shout out Feli. Shout out Static.
No doubt.
Shout out Feli. He was my homeboy in high school. It's a small world. I didn't even know that when I met Kid Quick.
Small world.
Word up.
So we family.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about. Otherwise, I'm just chilling. I'm on the road to success.
All right.
So, I got a couple of things that I'm working on. A couple of projects I'm working on. A couple of things I want to do as far as on the turntables. Definitely have to get out there more as far as media-wise. And I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to represent for the DJs.
So what's some of your projects?
I got a radio show. Got 2 offers for a radio show.
That's what's up.
Internet radio show that's going to be coming up soon. I'm going to help out my man Don Diesel. That's from Don P.
Shout out Don P.
Productions. Also, we're going to do something with Dr. Shango Blake.
Shango
Blake.
Shango.
And in the background, got this young lady, Queen Eva. She going to be in the background doing her thing as well.
Shout out to the pioneer on the camera.
Yes, Eva Marie King. And we're going to make it happen. We're going to do it. We're going to let the haters hate. We're going to let people talk about it, get that spotlight. But the main thing is that we're definitely trying to get Queens on the map, and we want to get Queens out there. We hear about all the other boroughs, and we shout out to all of them. But it's time to get Queens on the map, and to actually have Queens get that respect that they should have. So,
well, talk to the people about my Queens hip hop honors. I shared that was on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Like that was my dream, and I'm so happy you agreed to be a part of my dream and be the musical director and the DJ and just hold down the DJ battles and the MC battles we're going to do for that Queens hip hop honors. Like, let everybody know what you're going to do, because as far as I'm concerned, you can do whatever you want. Like, what do you see happening with you being a DJ and running all the music for that function?
First of all, I think it's a very positive movement that's going to take place, and it's really good to get all of the Queens representatives, and everybody that is a part of the culture, hip hop culture, to actually come together. We know hip hop. When it comes down to hip hop, everybody, a lot of people get aggressive. Everybody want to be considered number one. So as far as the DJ battles, they may go down. As far as the MC battles, they may go down. See, back in the days, you had to prove yourself.
Sir.
You just couldn't get on a microphone, or you just couldn't DJ just because you wanted to DJ.
Talk about that MC test, quick. Talk about it. You get punched in your face if you wasn't right on MCing.
Seriously.
I mean, teach the people, because you're a pioneer. Like I had to stop you, but
no problem.
For a minute, just go into teacher mode and teach about the MC battle. I mean, the MC test back in the day, back in the 70s and the early 80s, and about the DJ test. What would happen to you on the streets of SouthSide Jamaica if you was whack? You came to the park and you was whack. Break it down. First MCing and then DJing.
Okay, as far as MCing,
yes.
If you was whack, you get booed, and they will chase your ass out the park.
There you go.
Bottom line. And you may get a beat down too, though. DJing, as far as DJing, you get booed, and you will get thrown out the park as well. And
do you mean physically, or do you mean the brother saying go home?
No, physically thrown out the park.
Tell the young, explain it to the youngins, because they don't believe us. They don't believe me when I tell them that quick.
Well, see, the thing about the youngins, they got it real good. They got it, got the best of both worlds, to be honest with you. As far as the music, as far as a lot of things, but you had to show your skills back then. And if you didn't have no skills, you were not going to be recognized. And you had to put your time in. And it was also a plus if you had your own set.
Yes.
If you didn't have your own set, you basically couldn't get heard. Now everybody just bring a laptop and they bring a hard drive and they plug it up to somebody else's set. Back in the days, it wasn't like that. Back in the days, for you really to get known, you had to be cool with a person that actually had a good sound system, or you had to have your own. So back in the days, me and my brother, we basically built our own. We bought our own, basically, when we had reached that level. But
shout out to Static. Always shout out to MC Static. Let me go back a little because I want you, as an educator, because you are a teacher and you're a pioneer and a legend. You said you had to have skills,
yes,
you had to put in your time, and
yes,
you had to have your own set. So could you talk about those 3 points so that I can get a better understanding of your ideology of DJing, the skills, set, and time?
Okay, as far as the skills, you don't want to just do what everybody else do. You wanted to have something that, hey, nobody else was doing. So as far as skills, you had to know exactly what you were doing when you were rocking. And a lot of people, they don't have life when they DJ. So when I talk about life, you got to have performance. So when you have performance, the crowd is going to know if you're really into it. And the crowd is going to know if you're the phony or the macaroni. I mean, bottom line.
Okay.
So
when you say skill, what kind of skill? Like, because we're talking to 10-year-olds, they don't know about mixing, scratching. Like, give them the basics. Break it down for a kid.
I can break it down, but you know what? I wish I had my set on because I really wouldn't mind showing you what I'm talking about. But I'm going to break it down verbally.
Yes.
You had to know how to catch the record. You had to know how to be on time. You had to know how to stay on beat.
Okay.
And you had to know how to flow with the MC. And you also basically had to know your beats, your BPM. So you had to know how to keep the record on track.
Beats per minute, that's BPM?
BPMs, yeah.
Okay.
And you just had to have everything going smooth. So it had to be like a very, very smooth transition. So if you have a crowd rocking or they dancing, you don't want to just throw them off because they're going to look at you like you're crazy.
Yes.
And as far as putting in your time, that's the way you get skills. And
you mean practicing or doing parties or paying
your
dues? What do you mean by putting in your time?
Practicing. Well,
yes.
All 3. Practicing, putting in your dues, putting it all together. So it's like a formula. It's like making a cake. You know, you can't have one without the other. If you had speed, you have to know how to blend. If you had blending, you have to know how to do a little bit of tricks. You wanted to set an example to the other DJs that, hey, you know how to rock this show. So as far as me, I can only speak for me. When I rock, I basically like to start off by just rocking smooth records, smooth blending, going back and forth with the transition. And then I'll get into it with a little bit of cuts. And then when it start to get a little bit later, I start to speed it up a little bit. I'll start doing my show, do a little tricks, do a little speed, getting the crowd involved. So once I get the crowd involved, I can have them in the palm of my hand, and then they know that, hey, Kid Quick is doing his thing. But my brother was a main key. Static.
Brother,
Yeah,
MC
Static.
Static.
Static. What he did was he knew how to build the crowd up, and not only that, he knew how to build me up as well as I'm rocking behind the turntables. So when we saw the crowd get heavy, we knew it was time to actually put on a performance.
Yes.
A lot of DJs DJ, but they have no type of performance.
Okay.
And that's a big difference. It's like a singer that you pay your money to see, and they sitting on it. They're basically sitting in a chair and they singing, and they're basically not showing any type of life.
Yes.
When you pay for a performance, you want to see them sweat. You want to see them get into it, and you want to see them have a good time as well as you have a good time. So you got to know how to perform.
Good analogy.
You got to know how to perform, and a lot of people don't know how to perform. And what was your other question?
Well, I mean, you covered it. You covered the skills, the putting in your time,
Right.
and having a set. That's very important. Having your own DJ set.
Mm-hmm.
Now, could you, back in the day, of course, it was different now with modern technology. I mean, could you talk about that a little with regard to what the difference was with having a DJ set